Hi everyone, it's Justine. Every year in May, the Metropolitan Museum in New York is hosting a charity gala to celebrate fashion and its latest exhibition at the Costume Institute. It always gets a lot of press and international visibility and attention because all the guests are A-listers. They're wearing custom designs, couture gowns, special things that have been secretly developed just for that occasion, together with the designers. It's always a great display of handcraft, of creativity, of innovations in terms of materials and fabrics. It's super inspiring and really fun to look at. So let's look at that. First, I will try to explain what the theme was, according to which the guests were expected to dress. And then we'll do a ranking from boring to fantastically on theme and absolutely inspiring. Because in this case, boring means did not bother to look at the theme, even though it is a theme party, and wore something normal instead. If you're not dressing out of your comfort zone for the Met Gala, where else would you do that? First, the theme. Camp, notes on fashion. So I have to admit, when I read the theme for the first time, I thought, am I missing a cultural reference? What? I had no idea what it could possibly mean. And if your native language is not English, you might be just as confused as I was. Be reassured, it's normal. So I had to do some further research, and this is what I found. There is an essay by Susan Sontag, 1964, that tries to conceptualize and to explain in words what camp means. Camp is not an idea, it's not a concept, it's rather a sensibility, aesthetically. It's not elitist, it's not snob, it's not exclusive at all. It's rather rooted in popular culture. I'm quoting, it's a taste for the unnatural, for artifice and exaggeration. That immediately explains why Lady Gaga would be chosen as one of the co-hosts for the event. Whew! She's probably very camp. More on that later. Camp is either completely naive or else wholly conscious. If it is conscious, then how good you are at it is measured in terms of artifice and not in terms of beauty. It's seeing life as theatre, being extravagant and extraordinary, even playing a character, possibly. You're not looking for good taste, you're looking for something interesting aesthetically. You can bet that the red carpet people at this year's Met Gala fully embraced that interpretation. In a nutshell, this theme fits perfectly for, I think, 4 designers. Versace and their extravaganza, Moschino by Jeremy Scott and their bad taste, humorous take on fashion, Gucci, the new creative director, So Camp, and Schiaparelli, because, you know, she invented shocking pink. I don't know if you noticed, but the thumbnail photo for this video is framed in the exact Pantone reference of shocking pink. Let's move on to the looks and to the ranking. Yes, we're taking this way too seriously. First, the people who get 1 star out of 5. Demi Moore, wearing Saint Laurent. It is not exactly completely outside of the theme. It is a possible interpretation of it. But she's worn similar things in the past already. There are other ladies who chose this approach as well, a masculine look on a feminine silhouette. But several ones did it more creatively, really. Then Kim Kardashian. It's a wet look dress by Mugler in latex with actual water drops hanging, falling off her. The dress is absolutely beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's the silhouette that she wears at every event. It's 100% her comfort zone. She didn't play the theme, really. Then Miley Cyrus. She is actually famous for being extravagant and or outrageous. So this theme was for her, yet she's wearing something surprisingly wearable and normal, which for a Met Gala does not do the job. Then we have a quite big group of people who get 2 to 3 stars, so I put them all together. Kendall and Kylie Jenner in Versace. This is cabaret theatre. Hence the feathers and all the volume. It's not the craziest they've ever worn, but the matchy-matchy outfits and the matching hair are fun. They coordinated their outfits to make it more extra, and that counts. Nicki Minaj, you might argue that her look is extravagant and over the top. The thing is, That is what she always wears. It's her aesthetics anyway. She has reportedly said she does not understand what camp even means. So she just let the designer do his thing. But actually she's a personification of camp, if you ask me. So that's funny. Cardi B in Thom Browne. It reminds me a bit of Rihanna's circle yellow train dress a couple of years ago, except that this one looks like a pillow with heavily padded hips. She's accentuating the hips of motherhood. It apparently took 35 people and 2,000 hours to make it. It's not something you'd wear if you strictly wanted to look elegant, so it absolutely deserved a spot in this ranking. Women in rap music currently all seem to be somehow influenced by this idea of camp. Like, extravagant? What do you mean? This is my everyday look. Of course, pink is my natural hair. Hello? Céline Dion. That's a vintage music hall look, kind of, definitely extravagant. Beautiful headpiece. There is a side of camp that likes vintage aesthetics, because you wouldn't wear it anymore today, but you still appreciate the boldness of it retrospectively. So Mrs. Dion is absolutely on theme. Jordan Dunn in Zac Posen. Interesting because models usually wear long, skin-tight gowns that show off their bodies. Here, she rather went for the aesthetic concept of a voluminous flower. She's wearing a flower rather than a flattering dress. The petals, by the way, are 3D printed. Very interesting execution. Hailey Steinfeld in Viktor and Rolf. This look made me smile. It includes both humor and irony, with a flesh tone area, can you see that, in her dress, which makes anyone looking at her automatically a voyeur. It's a bold message, and that deserves 3 stars. Moving on to 4 stars. This is already a very, very high level in terms of red carpet benchmarks. Be sure that the designers and the celebrities, in order to get these results, worked hand in hand for weeks and did multiple fittings. Hamish Bowles from Vogue in Maison Margiela. Very bold, even for him. Look at that hair. He's one of the only men who did not come with a classic suit. He's the one who could also have pulled off Schiaparelli, but Margiela is also a good choice. Ezra Miller in Burberry. There is this less obvious side of camp, which finds beauty in the feminine side of a man and in the masculine side of a woman, because a simple masculine man would be normal, and therefore aesthetically it wouldn't be as interesting. Ezra Miller went for this androgynous look, paired with brilliant makeup. Janelle Monáe in Christian Siriano. For me, that is the strongest take on the masculine-feminine thing among all those who went for that approach. It is art, it is glamorous. Listen, there is a little engine in the bra which makes the eye blink, so the eyelashes move. How fun is that? Violet Chachki in Moschino. This Jessica Rabbit meets Dita Von Teese with a train that looks like a hand glove. It's cartoony, smart, and fun at the same time. Love it. Lupita Nyong'o came in Versace. This is a very bold color mix for her. Normally she rather wears one jewel tone throughout. I love the combination, the huge afro hairstyle with multiple golden picks for good measure. Priyanka Chopra in Dior. She looks like the crazy Queen of Heart in Alice in Wonderland, who is completely extra. I love it. The Queen of Heart is totally a camp character. Great choice. And now my favorites. These outfits get 5 stars. Diane von Furstenberg wearing her own design with her own face on it. Bad taste coming from a very elegant lady with a twinkle in the eye. I like it. Definitely one of the boldest looks among the designers as well. Billy Porter in The Blondes came as Cleopatra, or is it Diana Ross? This is the part of camp that plays a character, adding drama for the sake of aesthetics. Donatella Versace changed her hair color for the occasion, which is rare. An outrageous neon green on a couture dress. If that's not camp, then I don't know. Cara Delevingne in Dior. This is a comic outfit for a supermodel, and also a daring design for a serious house like Dior. I mean, she's confidently wearing a cooked egg and bananas in a headpiece. And she had lots of fun, apparently. Jared Leto is carrying his head around, literally. I found the idea hilarious. The outfit is by Gucci, like last year. To be honest, when I think about the Gucci man, I see Jared Leto. It's a perfect match with that brand. Katy Perry in Moschino. She's a master of humorous performance outfits. Here she casually came as a chandelier. She needed 2 people to guide her up the stairs because she couldn't look down to see where she was putting her feet. That is camp. Lady Gaga, of course, in a color that looks a lot like shocking pink, but not from Schiaparelli, attracting all the attention available. She started with a huge Hollywood gown, then took it off and went full cabaret with fishnet stockings and a provocative performance which delighted the paparazzi. I think that Katy Perry and Lady Gaga are 2 ladies who clearly built up a camp-inspired aesthetics for themselves within pop culture. For them, this theme was a home run. If you enjoyed this review, and if at least one of the outfits made you smile, thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Overall, this year's red carpet was less homogeneous than in previous years, but that's mostly because camp is really a complex topic that can be tackled from many different angles, interpreted in different ways. There is not just one way of looking at it. And it's good because the designers were free to pick the angle that they preferred, and I can see in the result how they had fun creating the looks. Confusing at first, but in the end, a great theme. Now tell me, which outfit was your favorite and why, of course. If you want to rewatch previous Met Galas with a different theme each year, I've done a couple of years already on this channel, so I will link these videos here and down below in the description if you want more entertainment. That's it from me for today, but I wish you a great rest of the day and I'll see you soon in a new video. Take care. Bye!